Charlie Kirk doubles down on women-hating backlash. I am telling you, peers, Charlie Kirk was one of the best human beings I ever met. He did not have a bone of racism, misogyny, or anything else in his body. But liars lie, and they gin up otherwise good people. From the little bit we know about this shooter, he had a stable household, he was going to college, he was fine. We'll find out where he got radicalized.
So Dave Rubin completely obliterated Cenk, and yes, I've learned to pronounce his name Cenk, not Cenk or Kenk or whatever. Cenk. Anyway, he's completely obliterated him online because Cenk has actually been doing a really interesting transformation. And whilst I have a lot to say on it, let's first watch how Dave Rubin comes after him because it's very interesting to see.
I found myself completely disassociated from the woke left in a way I just never thought possible, where people on supposedly my side would start to become science deniers, biology deniers, but also develop this incredibly
the left is crazy
mindset that if you didn't go along with everything that they believed, you would be cancelled, you'd be destroyed, you'd be shamed, you'd be vilified, and now, as we've seen with Charlie Kirk, you will actually be murdered in cold blood simply for having opinions that they don't like. It is, as I said at the start of this, it's unnerving. It's quite scary, actually. And when you see those TikTok videos of them so proudly talking about this, joyously celebrating a murder like that, I really do fear about what is going on.
Piers, it's not even that it's about his actual opinions. It's about the opinions that many thought leaders on the left purport that he has, which are complete lies. So look, I am in somewhat of a reconciliatory mode here. So I'd like to ask Cenk, I have 10 headlines here he has put up about Charlie Kirk. They are on his channel right now, and let's see if Cenk believes that these are true. Charlie Kirk says prominent black women took white people's spots. Charlie Kirk boasts about his all-white basketball team. Charlie Kirk gives piggish advice to high school girls. Ex-employee exposes Charlie Kirk's grift. Charlie Kirk embarrasses himself. Charlie Kirk's brain melts explaining anti-vax conspiracy. Charlie Kirk rants about women in their 30s. Charlie Kirk has literally no clue how the real world works. Charlie Kirk gets triggered, declines appearance over pronouns. Charlie Kirk doubles down on women-hating backlash. I am telling you, peers, Charlie Kirk was one of the best human beings I ever met. He did not have a bone of racism, misogyny, or anything else in his body. But liars lie, and they gin up otherwise good people. From the little bit we know about this shooter, he had a stable household, he was going to college, he was fine. We'll find out where he got radicalized. But please, please, let's not pretend we don't know where this stuff is coming from. And please let's not pretend that this thing is going both ways, because it is absolutely not. I also have well, you know what, Cenk, I'll ask you a question directly, actually. Do you think Charlie wanted to be martyred? Do you think Charlie wanted to be martyred? Do you think Charlie wanted to be killed? Yes or no?
Of course not. What kind of asinine question is that?
You don't? Because that's pretty interesting. Because here's a video of you, Cenk, talking when Charlie was at a breakfast.
It allows for easy martyrdom for these guys, and they don't deserve it. But I do also want to point out, as they're in the middle of crying now, although Charlie was smiling ear to ear throughout the entire video, thinking, yes, I'm now the victim, and I'll get to claim that my rights have been
infringed. Did you catch the beginning of that, Cenk? Listen, we'll do it again.
No, I didn't, and that's totally out of. No, we're not going to do it again. Totally out of context. I don't even know what the hell you're talking about.
No. Listen, brother.
Are you trying to get harm
for
on
1
me?
second.
Is that what you're trying to do, you loser? Jesus Christ.
No.
Literally, as this thing's exposed, are you trying to get harm on me? Are you trying to make me the target? Okay, Cenk, let's not make this all about you for a second, even though this is all about you.
No, I'm trying to
do conciliation.
Exactly what
this
people
guy,
like you
look at the last
done.
two things that your last two guests said.
Piers.
Jesus,
what they said was, yes,
unbearable.
we should have reconciliation, but it is not without any contrition, right? It's not without a mea culpa. Charlie was accosted by Antifa at a breakfast in Philadelphia, and the video that I just played is you with a cartoon of him as Charlie Brown saying that he would love to be martyred so he could be the victim. Well, I guarantee you, his wife, who now doesn't have a husband, and his kids who don't have fathers, did not want him to be martyred.
What you just played isn't what
It's exactly what you said, brother. It's exactly what
it was.
Let's do it again.
No, it isn't.
Let's
we
do
just
it again.
heard it. We just heard it.
It's not.
All right, so
it's not.
no.
Let's do it again.
Cut this crap out. Come on,
No.
we'll do it again.
Piers, can we
do
talk
it
about
again?
reality? This is something he's going back to like 10 years.
Well, I think Cenk should be allowed to respond.
Perverting what I said there.
And they don't deserve
It allows for easy martyrdom for these guys, and they don't deserve it. That was when Antifa was going after him at a breakfast in
Okay, so let's
Philadelphia.
let Cenk respond to that.
No, that was about.
Okay, well, I'm just going to say that it always makes me really, really, really uncomfortable to see somebody crucified online. I just don't like it. I understand it. I think the point is important, and I think that... Look, Cenk at the moment, you all know, I do not like this man, I do not like this sweating guy, I do not like this stressful guy, but he has been coming out with some statements as of late, saying things along the lines of like, look, I disagreed with a lot of things that Charlie said, but this was terrible, this was terrible, this was terrible. Okay, so I will give him credit where it's due. But look, Dave's point here is much deeper and much more important actually than just this video, because the video makes me just, I don't like it. It feels like all day executions, you know, where like people would come and watch people hurt each other for sport. I don't particularly find it. Anyway, I'm too sensitive to these kind of things. But what Dave is saying is that there has been a total and complete normalization, specifically from the left, of making out the other people to just be evil, terrible monsters. Now, I do think that the right has also does this. I do think that we call the left psychos, because they are psychos. But I think that what he's trying to say is the more you create this rhetoric of these people being evil, 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 the more you normalize the idea they should be eliminated. They should be taken out. They need to be removed from this earth. They just so bad for humanity. They're just so bad for humanity. And here's the really important thing that he says. He's saying it's not actually about Charlie's opinions. It's about the way people presented his opinions, which were lies, because he wasn't actually a misogynist. He valued and loved his wife more than anything. Everyone can see that. And he wasn't a racist. Candace Owens, unfortunately for all of us, was one of his good friends. And again, I don't like pointing out examples of like, oh, he had a black friend, that means he's not racist, but he wasn't inherent. He just believed that people had to earn. And his wife talks about this, that earning is his favorite word. People had to earn their right to exist and earn their right to be recognized and appreciated and respected and to have money, etc. And so much of him was taken out of context. When Dave reviews the different clickbait videos, right, the descriptions that are all so clickbaity and puts Cenk on the spot, what he's actually saying is like, look, for years and years and years and years and years, you told everybody that was listening to you that this person's a terrible person. He's a woman basher. He hates people. He hates gays. He hates this. He hates that. You created that. And by creating that, you normalized in people's heads that this is a person that needs to be hated. You lied about who he was. You lied about his reality. And it's a very important point, because when you lie to somebody over and over and over and over and over again, that person can come to believe it. And as Dave says, we don't know how this teenager, this 22-year-old, was radicalized. We just aren't clear. But what is clear is he was radicalized to the point that he thought this man was bad enough to be murdered. And he wasn't bad enough to be murdered. There are some times that people are bad enough to be executed. When the law agrees it, when war brings it to the forefront, right? There are times where death is applied. Our Bible says that, our legal systems say that. In America, that's a death penalty. In Israel, there's dealing with terrorism. There's a lot of space and discussion for when death is correct. When death definitely isn't correct is when somebody decides to take it into their own hands because they've been told so much that somebody is such an evil person by lots of different voices that they've actually come to believe it. And that's the truth. The left are lying and lying and lying and lying and lying. And you know who they lie about all the time? They lie about Israel. They lie about the Jews. They lie about what's going on in Palestine. They are lying constantly. And when you lie, there are ramifications. That's the important point. It's not if Cenk got up there and said, you know, like, Charlie Kirk wants to be a martyr. I don't think that's what he intended to do. But I don't think it looks good, particularly when you see somebody from the left celebrating something negative happening to somebody on the right. And that's what that video was about. And Cenk's going to pay for it, and this video is super viral now. There are millions and millions and millions of views. But that's the important to remember, that people are happy to lie about things for their own self-promotion, for their own growth. And that has to have ramifications, because we saw the real life ramification of what it means. It means that a mother, Erica, doesn't have her husband anymore. It means that children grow up without their parents. It means that an organization that so needs and loves their leader has lost it. It means that the world has lost a bright light. It means so much that lying, your direct lies, can have serious ramifications on the whole world. Thank you for your attention to this matter.